All right, the guys who won't practice today, Eric Armstead, foot, knee. Juwan Jennings, concussion. Aaron Banks, toe. Jalen Moore, concussion. And then one you guys didn't get from yesterday, I believe. Ji'Ayir Brown has knee sprain. He won't practice today. And Deebo has a neck, which will be limited. The other guys who are limited, Javon Hargrave, hamstring. Oren Burks, knee. Ambry Thomas, knee, hand. Trent Williams, groin. And Deebo, neck. All right.
To clarify, Deebo's won't practice or
He's limited.
Okay.
Sorry if I said that confusing way.
Trent is listed as limited, an encouraging sign for his availability for Sunday.
I hope so.
But he won't take today off?
I mean, we're going to walk through. We're just going to go out there and walk through some stuff. So, I mean, most people can do that.
With Ji'Ayir, is there concern that it's long-term?
There's concern. I mean, we're not ruling him out this week, but there's concern. So I can't go today.
What about impact has Chase Young had on your defense?
I think he's had a great impact. I think he's played the run well. I think he's played the pass well. He's helped with the rotations, just keeping everyone out there effective and fresher, and I'm real happy to have him.
Kyle, Sebastian and Joseph Day practiced today, and do you feel fortunate to get a player of that caliber in Week 17?
Yeah, we do. I mean, especially some of the injuries we've had. Waiting on Armstead to hopefully be able to come back. We've been banged up there, and he's caused us a lot of problems over the years playing against him. So it's nice to get him in our building now, and especially at a time where we need some depth and we need some players.
You got two real big regular season games coming up that will determine seeding. Then you have the playoffs coming up after that. It's high stakes football. Do you find this time of year fun?
I find it about the same as everything else. It's all fun, but I mean, do you enjoy it in the moment? I mean, you're grinding, you're working, you're so locked in. I think you enjoy the process, you enjoy competing, and you enjoy accomplishing things together. So it's fun to go through all this stuff. We all enjoy what we do, but there's nothing easy about it. So I think that's what, when you get to the off season, people are ready for it. But I think that's why after a little time off, everyone's got that itch to come back, because this is the part of the sport I think that we're all addicted to. Just that collective grind of working together to accomplish something bigger than yourself.
I suppose with Brock, they're going to always say, little moments where you have to move beyond what happened in the past. But for a guy with still a relatively short sample size to have what would arguably be his worst game, where is he mentally? What does he have to do moving forward for this?
He's just got to move forward and treat it as a game. I mean, we review the game. He does it on his own before I see him. I got some time to watch it with him yesterday. I know it's always tough when you have 4 picks, no touchdowns, especially when you have 4 of them by 2 minutes into the third quarter. But you also look into all of them. You talk to him about why they happened, what happened, and when you look in that game, it's not a hard thing to him to bounce back from and get to work this week. There was a couple bad plays, the first one in particular, but when you get a look at the tape, there's nothing that it's very similar to coaching than what we do every week.
Kyle, the Ravens had struggled against two backs defending the run. Did McDonald give you guys different fronts or different looks that you didn't anticipate, or in hindsight, after watching the film, do you wish that you had run it with two backs at them a little bit more in that first half?
No, that's just how it goes. It's never that you plan on not doing something. It's first 2 plays of the game were a pass. The second 2 actually the next 3 plays were going to be a run if you go by our openers, but the first 2 plays only got us 3 yards, so then it's 3rd and 7. I think we got a 54-yarder that got us to the 28-yard line. We had a top call on the 28-yard line. That's a different area from our openers, so we went right to that. Got another, I think, 13-yarder, and we had a top call on the 15-yard line. That's different than our openers, so you end up opening the game up with 5 straight passes. Then I think we went to 3 straight runs after that. Then we had a couple turnovers, so it just plays out that way. There's no, we decided to go less 2 back or 1 back. It's what happens when you don't go on drives.
As the season goes on, I think everybody looks from the outside and sees how much Christian's been playing and think, well, maybe they might have to back off a little bit. You never have. And with 70 snaps the other round, he looks as good as he did several weeks ago. Are you, surprised, impressed? What's been your observation on his durability and how part he's been able to play for this long?
Yeah, definitely. I've been impressed since he's gotten here. I mean, the way the guy is insane and how hard he prepares, not just in the season, but I saw him like a week after the season last year, and he had a drink with me, and he had actually a second one. He's like, well, I only got like 4 more days left, so I'm going to have a couple for the next 4 days. And I'm like, dude, we just finished like 5 days ago. I mean, he gives himself like 12 days off, and he's like right back to preparing in every aspect he goes through. And he also made it very clear to me when he got here, his injuries aren't because of wear and tear. They're because of freak things that happen. And I'm not saying that for us, but that's how he is. And he strongly believes that. He strongly prepares that way. And he's proven himself right in everything I've dealt with him on.
How scary is a team like Washington that has absolutely nothing to lose when you guys play them at this point in the year?
Oh, I mean, I think all teams are scary, but especially in that situation. I mean, when people have nothing to lose, everyone, first of all, always has things to lose, because usually when people say there's nothing to lose, there's a lot of guys playing for their jobs too, and those guys know that. And even veterans who don't think that they are, they usually find out at the end of the season that they were. So you always got guys who are playing hard, and I know they're playing a quarterback who's won a lot of games in this league. I know they got some players on their defense, so they have just as good a chance to win every week as any other team.
Brock learned from a performance like the one he had against the Ravens, an uncharacteristic one like that.
I thought the biggest thing for Brock was the way it went in the first half. I thought, just between Brock and I just talking, where I thought he struggled the most was after the 4 picks. I thought his first pick was a bad mistake. I thought the next 3 were unfortunate ones that make excuses for. There's just tough football plays, and they made some good football plays. But it's tough to play a lot of football after you have 4 picks and stuff, especially when you're down versus that type of defense. And I think that was the best experience for him, how to feel that, to know what's happened, to know why it's happened, and still have to go out there and sling it around and play. And I think that's the best experience you can get from that game.
With Banks, when he hurt the toe last time, he missed a few weeks. Are you expecting something similar this week or this time?
I'm hoping not. What did I say he was today? Not practicing, but he's not ruled out this week, so hopefully he'll be limited the next day, which basically I'm saying it's not quite as bad as last time, but last time was pretty bad, so we got to see how it goes in these next couple days.
What are your options at safety if Ji'Ayir can't go?
Well, we got someone on practice squad. We've moved other positions there at nickel and corner to have some depth there, so we got some options. But
Is Oliver a possibility?
yeah, Oliver's a possibility.
Is Logan Ryan a possibility?
Anybody who says they're a corner or safety is a possibility. And if those guys go down, then I would say a linebacker is a possibility. Lynch will be after that. All right, thanks, guys.